Welcome to the Blue Jays Today Show, where today we're going to look at everything the Toronto Blue Jays did in this past week. We're going to look at some other MLB news and updates that are going around the league. And then we're going to predict the next upcoming week and as well as spin a wheel, have some fun, and look at maybe some questions from you guys along the way. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Paleolog. Blue Jays just coming off of a W. Very close nail biter. 3-2 was the score. I see somebody in here saying, lucky win, but the Jays deserve one of these. That's what he said. Jays deserve one of these.
They do.
Yeah, it's like, I think that there was some absolutely things going on in there. Some things going our way, some things going their way too. I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. It was a ugly win. Definitely an ugly win. Yeah,
it was a grind.
It was ugly. It wasn't nice. Like that. That's not the type of project that you'd want to submit to the teacher, sort of thing. Like it was just thrown together last minute. Actually, because we didn't win in extras. But still. A W is a W is a W. It counts just the same as a 20-0 victory.
Right.
So I'll take it.
Right. So let's talk about it then. I know everyone's talking about it. There's some controversy over that play with Merrifield going home. We gave our reactions, gave our thoughts on the live reaction. But what are your thoughts about that play at the dish with Merrifield, Gary Sanchez blocking the plate, getting overturned?
So here's my opinion. Patrick says it perfectly. Rules are rules, right? If that's the rule, then that is the way of it. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, and this is totally biased. I personally think that's a dumb rule. I think that the catcher, if, the ball is coming at them, needs to catch the ball and get to the person as quick as possible. And if the ball gets there and they can stand in the way, then if I was writing up the MLB rules, I'd say that they should be allowed to do that. See, I am not the person who is allowed to write those rules up. I cannot do that. So, based on what the rules are right now, that was an illegal play by Gary Sanchez, and therefore it needs to go Blue Jays' way.
See, originally when the rule came out, I think it came out like 5-7 years ago, something like that. I didn't like it because I was used to the old way of baseball. Yeah, you just fucking run over the catcher and suck it up.
Yeah.
But then what happened is Buster Posey got severely injured at the plate, and then MLB goes, shit, we can't be losing our superstars like this. And so they changed the rule. Overall, it makes it safer. All right, it's a safety thing. At the end of the day, why do they think, in football, they're really advancing helmets? Make it safer. Why do you think they make this rule change in baseball? It's to make it safer.
Right.
Okay, at the end of the day, I don't like seeing injuries. As cool and aggressive and as cool to see someone get fucking ran over. It's just a safety thing. So, if you're Gary Sanchez, you have to know, and he's a bad catcher. He's a bad defensive catcher.
He's just not a good catcher.
He needs to know, I can't go down like that. I got to stand to the side. I got to get the ball and then swipe. That's the rules.
Yeah.
And because you didn't do it, it was overturned. I completely agree with it. Rules are rules. Exactly, Patrick.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's honestly, there should just be a period on that. No discussion needed. That is just the way of it.
What it is.
I know that some Twins fans are going to be upset about it. And you know what? Frankly, I'd probably make some sort of dumb argument if I was a Blue Jays fan and went against me. Maybe I'd feel that way. Maybe I'd be like, no, that was legal or something. But we won, and I don't need to do that. So, There you go. Suck it, Twins fans. I don't give a crap.
We split the series overall in a really, it almost felt like an ALDS series. Someone brought it up. It did feel like a playoff series, especially going back to Friday. Two extra inning games.
Yep. They have this play here that's, kind of questionable, right? It's like you're just having weird shit happen. It feels like ALDS vibes, but I think that's just because, these are two playoff teams.
That's right.
We're getting into August now, it is on the horizon, and this is a matchup that could actually happen, right?
Yep.
Twins and Blue Jays. That could totally happen. If they hold on to their spot, we drop a spot. Totally, this could be what it is.
Yeah, right now they got Minnesota versus Seattle in the standings because it'll be Minnesota because there's no way they're going to catch up to Houston and New York. There's no way they're going to pass them. So they're going to always face the last wildcard spot, and that would be Seattle. Now, speaking of wildcard spots, it's time to scoreboard watch, folks, because right now we have the number 1 wildcard spot. Okay, but only by 2 games. And then Tampa Bay and Seattle are tied. But then we're going to talk about them more a little bit later. But the Baltimore Orioles are right there. They're only 2 games out of a wild card spot. They did lose today, so that's good. But they were on a 5-game win streak. That's concerning.
Sorry, they have 56 wins. Is that correct?
They are at 56 wins. That's correct.
56 W's.
That's
okay,
correct.
56 W's.
So what do you think about the Baltimore Orioles?
I mean, I think, honestly, great work, guys. I think great work. You know what? You guys have had an amazing season. I love what you're doing. This is really exciting for you Baltimore fans. It's nice to have a baseball team again. All you guys have is Lamar Jackson. Now you can look at your baseball team and go, hey, there's a squad that I can actively watch. So honestly, like, GG, good stuff. Like, good season, guys. That's awesome. Let's, like, now we're good.
Now we're gonna pound you into the turf.
Now it's like congratulations. Like, we can pack it in. Like, we can
pack
it in. Home. We can pack it in with a W and feel good about ourselves. And like, this will be that. Good work. Next year, who knows? Maybe you could make a play for that wild card spot. But that's not what's going down this year. This is what's happening this year. You're going to stay out of it. You're going to be there. You're going to be nice 2 games back. But this is where it is. This is your ceiling. Right. Congratulations, you just hit it.
That's right. And later in the show, we are going to be breaking down our series prediction on the Baltimore Orioles, so stay tuned for that. But before then, let's talk about the Toronto Blue Jays and some player highlights that were really, really outstanding.
Totally.
One guy I got to talk about. Vladimir Graham Jr.
Finally turning it on.
Doing
what we knew that he was capable of doing all season long. This looks like he's locked in at the plate. And that was the biggest part, right, guys? It's like we were all getting on Guerrero. And his numbers were still good at the beginning. They were still nice. Like, he was hitting like 260-ish and, had that solid like 820, 830 OPS. It was good. But I think every single one of us, after watching that season last year, could look at him, watch the ABs, and just tell that he's not locked in. He's not the Vladdy of before. Now, the numbers are reflective of it, but now he is absolutely looking a lot more locked in at the plate, a lot more sure of himself. He's got his version of the Soto shuffle, and whenever that comes out, that Vladdy's going to be smacking some balls pretty damn hard, taking his walks, doing what he needs to do. I see that you got the numbers up right here.
I do. Just looking at the last 14 days. I mean, I got the last week, but 14 days even better. He is hitting well over 400, as you can see there with the slugging. The slugging is huge. It's back. He smacks 2 more homers this week, 2 doubles. Remember last year when it was like Vladdy was basically locked for like 2 to 4 homers a week? We always picked him for home runs.
It seemed that way,
Now it's starting to come back. He is starting to come back for sure, and he's got 3 homers in the last 14 days, so I absolutely love to see it. But yeah, Vlad's a special guy. He's been really, really good.
Yeah, so like Gigi Guerrero, thank you for coming back into form. Another guy getting back to his roots, from 2021. Teoscar Hernandez.
Yes.
Exceptional week for Tio. What is he hitting this week?
Dude, so he went 8 for 23. You could do the math. That's a little bit better than 333 average. He had 3 RBIs. So
Shout
not
out
like,
to whoever just subscribed. Thank you very much. You are elite.
So not like, super, super crazy on the production, but still hits 2 homers, 3 doubles. He's just looking locked in, Tio. Like, he's taking balls all over the field. Like, he's not pulling everything. So we're really looking locked in. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this guy. With Bo Bichette, 8 for 26. We were hating his at-bats.
Yeah.
He's horrible, but this is what Bo Bichette does. When he's bad, he still manages to get hits.
And I'll be honest, guys. I'm not pleased. Like, I don't... Again, 8 for 26. That's great. I'm happy about it. But, like, that to me seems fluky. I hope that it's not. But I watch him take stuff right down the middle and then swing at stuff a foot outside the zone. Until those ABs get rectified and I don't need to, like, claw my eyes out with sandpaper after watching them, I'm not going to feel good about it. I know that people were asking, like, well, what do you need to see from Bo Bichette before you say that he's back? And, you could definitely put a slash line on that. You could put an amount of home runs. You could put an RBI. I just want to watch an AB and be like, hey, like, that was well done. Like, that was good.
You know what it's reminding me of? And again, I don't know Bo Bichette's character. I don't know who he is. I know he's a hard worker, that's for sure. He's working on his defense a lot, but he needs to work on the offense. But you know what it almost seems like? It's his talent with the bat. He's still able to get hits, and that's carrying him all the way. Yeah. It's like, I don't need to really do an extra work in my hitting or my approach or anything, because I know I'm going to get hits.
Right.
I'm still going to smack a bunch of hits, get multi-hit games. I'm still going to be on this team. And great, for sure. but maybe he needs to look a bit more at the offense and change the way he's approaching the plate. Granted, this whole season, he's been putting in the 100% work for his defense. It's starting to show. He's really becoming one of the better shortstop defenders in the American League and all of MLB right now. But the other shoe's got to drop. It's time now to focus a bit on the approach. I don't know who's going to help him out with that. Sure as ain't going to be his dad. He's not with the team right now, but he needs to change.
Yeah, and I feel like as well, like his approach, it's been the same all season long.
It's been the same.
It's been the same.
It's kind of even gotten worse.
That's the thing. And it worked for you in the first 3 seasons that you were in the league, but ever since, like every single season that he's been here, the batting average has dropped, the OPS has dropped, everything has gone down, the on base has gone down, right? Eventually, we need to evaluate that and go, well, shit, I'm a very talented hitter. I know that I can get by. But if I do want to make that $300 million contract that I was looking like I could have made a year ago, I might need to adjust here because this is not going to take me for a 10 to 15-year career. You know, eventually, like, this is not going to work anymore. I have to adjust as they adjust to me. Stop swinging at the first pitch. Start taking some and use your eyeball a little bit better and you know, like, crank because I keep seeing these fucking change-ups go directly down the middle of the plate, and he takes them.
Oh, yeah.
He takes them.
Or even worse, he's way out in front and he's reaching for them.
I'm getting pissed off again. I don't even want to talk about this. Good week, Bo, but do more.
Do more. Another guy we talked about a bunch, Lord is hot as hell, 9 for 26. We absolutely love it. That's why he's batting the top of the lineup.
Yeah.
And the reason why he's batting the top of the lineup, and I wanted to touch on this, is George Springer confirmed going to the IL, as well as our bullpen guy, Tim Meza.
Yeah.
He's going to the IL. And we're seeing right now why it is that we got, Merrifield. You know, Merrifield's really helping out the boys.
I mean, we all knew that it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it was just a matter of time for George Springer. Like, we just knew that this was going to transpire at some point. So, I mean, better now than in the playoffs. And I hope that, you know, this is just a short stint thing. You go and get your bone chip extracted or whatever the hell you need to do. I don't even understand. But you go deal with that, big man. You come back in, like, you know, beginning of September or something like that. Hopefully that'd be nice. And then just get ramped up for postseason because that's what we need.
Look, Merrifield can hold down the fort. This week he goes 5 for 14. We see how much of an impact he is on the bases. That sac fly by Kevin Biggio was barely halfway deep in the outfield. Barely.
Yeah.
And Merrifield's so much of a presence. And the throw was great. It was right on line. Gary just illegally blocked the plate.
Yeah.
But he still made it competitive.
Yeah.
He even tagged up from second. We didn't record a single hit to get the winning run in. And it's amazing. So I think Merrifield's going to be just fine filling in at the top of the lineup, bottom lineup, wherever John Steiner wants to put him. He's going to be a presence.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And yeah, credit to Merrifield because all of this, you know, controversy over, was that play legal? Was that play illegal? Well, that play never would have happened at all had anybody else maybe been standing on third base because they don't either run that or if they do, they're way farther behind than Merrifield. So therefore, Sanchez has enough time to, you know, collect himself and do it properly. So, yeah, GG, I'm all about Whit Merrifield, but do get better, George Springer. And Tim Meza, too. I mean, like,
Tim Meza,
unfortunate situation.
That was just horrible.
Should be back, though. It's just like, that's just sports. It happens. You know, I don't think it's going to be a major thing.
Yeah, he dislocated his shoulder, guys. And good thing about it, it wasn't his throwing arm. So it's not like you really have to rehab it or get it back into form. It was his right arm. Meza's a lefty. So it's good. Maybe he's going to come back in a little bit, but that's why we got the insurance of Pop. Insurance of Pop and Bass, Bass and Mitch White, and you know, they were pretty good this week. I know Bass gave up a homer. Not really concerned about that. We were blowing the Twins in Game 1.
I was just throwing it down the middle.
Who cares? That's right. So, but Bass is a good player. Glad we got him.
Good stuff. All that being said, guys, those were some elite plays from the squad, but there was one dude who stood ahead of all of the rest. It is that coveted time where we announce the J of the Week.
Yes, the J of the Week. It's my favorite time of the week, where we always announce the J of the Week. And this one, there was a lot of good batters. We talked about it. We talked about Vladdy. We talked about Tio, the Lord. But this guy didn't give up a single run this week, as he started twice. And that is Kevin Guzman. Let's go, baby. Attaboy. Yeah, fly. Kevin
top
Gosman.
Top tier stuff. I mean,
mean,
I'm kind of bitter because I'm facing him in fantasy this week. The other team has him, and I'll be honest, Kevin Gosman put up points against me this week.
Yeah.
But if it had to be anybody, it might as well be a Toronto Blue Jay. You know, solid performance, man.
Yeah.
Doing exactly what I could ask out of you. You know, like this is why you get paid the big bucks. So like, way to go, man. If Berrios is gonna suck, we at least need you to be
Kevin
good,
Gosman.
So, yeah.
And I know Gabe's in here saying Vladdy, and saying Gauzy, let's go. But look, Vladdy, exceptional. Honestly, any other week, I would have given to him, but if Gosman had a mediocre performance today, I'd be like, okay, maybe we'll lean over to Vlad. But 14 innings pitched, guys, 0 earned runs.
Yeah.
15 strikeouts, excuse me, with 1 walk given up, 7 hits. That's exceptional.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if that's not a good enough line for a pitcher to win Jay of the Week, I don't think that they'll ever go
What's
win
a better
Jay
line
of the
than
week,
that?
You know, so yeah,
right?
14 scoreless cannot really do any better than that.
And honestly, he would have got a second W if it weren't for obviously Romano's blow up.
Stupid.
Romano wanted to steal the W weight from him.
Yeah.
You know what
Romano,
I mean?
Ridiculous.
Come on, Romano.
Come on, yeah. Anyways, GG, Kevin Gosman, you love to see it.
Yeah.
While we've had a mediocre week, I was gonna say we're doing good. I mean, we're still doing better than another team. While Baltimore is doing good, while Yankees are scuffling, there's another AL East team that is just absolutely crapping all over the place right now, guys. And today, it really did it was hilarious. It was a comedy of errors, you know, and literally, I guess, pun intended, because they were just screwing up one player in particular, Jarren Duran.
Yeah.
Jarren Duran had himself a game.
Bro, this guy was fucking up everywhere, and then he was getting mad and frustrated at fans. We got a couple videos here to show you on Twitter. I just want to flip back, make sure. I was gonna flip back and make sure audio is good.
Yeah.
But over here you can see. Let's rewind that a little bit. Turn off this. Look, a little fly ball to center.
Here it comes. Oops,
there's no Twilight, Jarren. There's no Twilight anymore.
Nothing at all. Here, this one goes. Sent over to the warning track. That's a tough play, but just completely off.
Yeah.
Just totally mess up. It's this one that's just ridiculous.
Dude, I don't know if the sun's... He wasn't blocking his eyes, so it couldn't be the sun. Remember, he did the same thing. He gave up the Tapia Grand Slam. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
He fucked up with the Twilight.
No,
he is messing up.
He is absolutely right up there as being one of the worst center fielders in all of baseball.
Yeah.
Center field is supposed to lock it down out there.
Yeah.
This is not what's going on.
Dude, is he a natural? He is a natural outfielder. Okay. I thought he also plays a bit of first or something.
In fact, this person who tweeted shout out Stu Nakai said maybe the worst center fielder of our generation.
I honestly haven't seen a worse.
It's hard. It is hard to be worse than that. And then scrolling down a little bit. Then he actually needs to get held back by Alex Verdugo because he starts cussing out the fans. Now, obviously, they are probably going after him right now. Like, they're probably giving him just the worst time.
Oh, yeah.
But literally, dude, like, calm it down. Like, you know that all of that anger, that is just him taking it out on other people. You know, he's just pissed off at himself.
Dude, and look at the Boston Red Sox fan base. They are having it. They are done with this guy.
Wow.
They are done with this guy.
I would be done with him too, man.
I mean, it's just been such I love what you use. What'd you use? Comical errors or what?
Comedy of errors.
Comedy of errors. Comedy of errors for not only Jared Duran but the Boston Red Sox in general.
They've fallen apart.
They're fifth. When the Orioles are beating you in the standings, that's how you know your time's up. Your time's up.
Your time is up, man. Your time is up. That is just truly horrible. And now it's all bad, guys. It's all bad. I feel for you. I actually had the Boston Red Sox getting 90+ wins again.
Yeah.
What an idiot I was, right? Like,
dude,
if
they can get 81, go 500.
Oh, that's a W.
That's a W at this point, man.
You're not gonna be doing it when I think the Royals put up 15 on them.
Oh God,
is that right? 15. It was
with the help of Jared.
Yeah, exactly.
Duran,
like Jared Duran obviously helped you, but just ridiculousness. Right
I don't know what the problem is, Boston Red Sox. The problem is there's no life. The life is gone.
It's gone. It's gone, right, and you're not getting routine outs.
No,
so
that's also true.
That's also problematic.
Oh my God.
Well, another kind of news around the baseball world right now. The Padres are about to have the best lineup in baseball.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like we've been chilling, you know, in this fine world where everyone's kind of on level playing fields and whatever. Not anymore. Fernando Tatis Jr. is rehabbing. He's going to be back, I think, in a few weeks.
Yes, he is.
Once that happens, It's GG.
It is. I mean,
It's GG.
look, I'll show you guys right here. Flip over to the MLB trade rumors, which are in no trades anymore. But yeah, Fernando Tatis Jr. begin a rehab assignment. Man, I don't know how long he's going to take to get back. He's got to get back into routine. We got to hear he's en route to AA. He'll be getting rehab soon. Final step before he makes the back to Patron Park. I got to assume it's going to be like no more than a week, right? No more than a week.
If they're writing about it, then it has to be imminent, you know?
Yeah.
You think it's got to be imminent.
It's got to be, man.
Yeah.
Like, and the lineup's stupid. Like, over at RotoChamp right here, we can see what their lineup is right now. You know, you got Profar leading off. Profar having an exceptional season leading off for the Padres. Soto, amazing. You got to imagine that they're going to throw in Tatis number 2, move Soto number 3, or who really cares? Soto, Tatis, doesn't really matter who's 2 and 3. That's going to be fantastic for them. Machado will go down to 4. Bell 5. Drury, who had a grand slam in his first at-bat as a Padre, number 6. Cronenworth, who can be great potential in the middle of the lineup, number 7. Myers, I'm assuming he's going to go 8. So, Kim's not even going to be in the lineup because Tatis will be there. And then their catcher at 9, Nola. So it's going to be just an absolute disgusting lineup. Best lineup in baseball.
Oh, dude. I mean, this is one of the best lineups that I've seen maybe ever, you know? And like,
I agree.
I've told that about the Dodgers last year.
Yeah.
And now like this one, it's just like I have never seen, this is one of those generational lineups, right? Where it's like 20, 30 years from now, when these guys win the World Series, people are going to be referencing, hey, that time when Juan Soto and Tatis were on the same team with Manny Machado and all these guys, right? It's like you look at this lineup, and I feel like it feels the same way as like the 92, 93 Blue Jays, where it's like you just reference all these guys that are just like elites in the game, in the Hall of Fame, right? And this one might even be better than that, right? Like this is absolutely just a dumb lineup. It's so like to get to get Soto, to get Josh Bell, to get Brandon Drury, all with 850 plus OPSs at the trade deadline. What an absolute just reinforcement bolstering trade dedeadline to do that. And yeah, you're unstoppable, man. You're unstoppable.
You absolutely are, man. And I'm jealous, and I do. I've said this before. I do kind of want to face them in the postseason because we'd be in the World Series. That's why I want to face them.
And it would just be exciting as hell. At the end of the day, like if we do win the World Series, then I want to. The ideal way of winning it is through the hardest teams.
Oh, 100%. I don't want to. I don't want no easy teams.
Give me Astros. Give me Dodgers, Padres. You know, like just boom, like just like I'm gonna annihilate all of them.
Agree. And speaking of those amazing teams, we gotta look and see how those powers have shifted in the last week of baseball with our power ranking segment, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, comment down below how you feel the power rankings are right now. We're going to go through ours, but I want to hear where you guys have all these teams ranked. Number 10 on this list is the Seattle Mariners. 58-51. They've been kind of slowing down a little bit after that like massive win streak that they had. Fair enough. I still think that they're an elite ball club, though, and I do imagine, like, now that you got Louis Castillo in, you're like, this team is going to take off. They should be in that wild card race, guaranteed. I just don't see themselves letting themselves out of it. But for right now, there are some other hotter teams. Number 10.
Absolutely. Number 9. One of the more hotter teams in baseball is the St. Louis Cardinals. They're 60-48. They had a really good deadline, too. I think we both agreed. They had a nice B-ish deadline. They have won 9 of their last 10 ball games and are currently on a 7-game win streak. Arenado, they absolutely destroyed the Yankees this week.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That was really nice, right? And then to see Frankie Montas have the blow-up that he had, you know, selfishly from a Blue Jay standpoint, looking back over here, I was like, all right, okay,
cool.
I see you.
I like it. Thank you, guys.
These Cardinals are absolutely a team. They feel like a nitty-gritty ball club where it's like they're the type that I think could knock out a Dodgers or a Padres or something. You know, it's just like I don't know if you want to play them. Like I don't think that anybody wants to match up, you know, with these guys.
Cardinals are sneaky, 100%. Number 8 on this list, and this is a rising underdog, everybody. It's the Philadelphia Phillies. They're 60-48. Another hot team. 9 of their last 10 games they have won. Currently on a 5-game win streak. You love these guys. You're telling me before. You think they're absolutely underdogs.
I think it's one of those things where it's like similar situation to us, right? They fired their manager, and now they're doing what they were supposed to be doing the entire time.
Yeah.
They have the same record as us, and they are missing their best player right now, literal former MVP who is having another MVP season. Second, that he comes back, like, how can you not like them when they're doing this now?
And they have a good deadline. They pick up Noah Syndergaard and a couple other pieces as well.
David Robertson, very nice over there.
David Robertson was a great pickup.
This is good for them, man.
And I know because of my fantasy team, I got Hoskins, I got Real Muto, and even Castellanos starting to pick it up right now, and they needed him to pick it up.
That's the thing. You know, if he starts going, Bryce Harper comes back because he's now starting to rehab.
Yeah.
It's like, boom, like this lineup, it's like, holy shit. Like, again, another team that I don't know if I want to play those guys.
Yeah,
you know,
they
I don't
could
want
be
to deal with
sneaky.
that.
They could be sneaky.
Right ahead of them at number 7 is the Toronto Blue Jays.
Let's go!
Yeah, we're just ahead of us. Exactly the same record. I mean, you could honestly start to make an argument for Phillies, but I'm going to give us a little bit of an edge just right here because we were at number 6 beforehand. Bit of a slower week for us, 3-3 on the road. And it was again, it was on the road against Minnesota Twins, who are a pretty good ball club. I expect more from the Blue Jays moving forward. Should be an easier month of August for us, so we're going to pick up a bunch of dubs. We're number 7 for right now.
Absolutely. I absolutely love it. Yeah, you guys stay tuned for that month of August and in September. Weak teams, gotta demolish them. Number 6 on the list is who we're just talking about, the San Diego Padres. You know, they pick up Soto, they pick up Drury, they explode onto the scene.
Yeah.
And now, granted, they are on a 3-game lose streak. They got smoked by the Dodgers this weekend, but still, like, just a fantastic ball club, 61-49 record. You gotta imagine they're gonna
once
be rising.
they get going, it's just I think they're gonna be unstoppable, man. So you can honestly make an argument for them to be higher too.
Absolutely.
Number 5 on this list is the Atlanta Braves, 5-5 in their last 10, 64-45. Great team, not doing quite as much as some of the other squads ahead of them right now. That's why they're at number 5.
And I believe they just lost to the LA Dodgers. We had it in the game in the background, so it is
or
official.
The Mets.
Or the Mets. Who's better? That's what we're gonna get to. But they're going through a little bit of a spell, but they'll be fine.
Number 4, New York Yankees.
Woo!
Furthest that we've dropped you guys in a little while.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a rough stretch for you Yankees. I would not be concerned at all. Like, I still think that you guys are dominant. You're going to be elite. Just a rough stretch. But at the end of the day, there's a few other teams here that are doing better than you right now. You were locking down that number 1 spot. Not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it earlier about the Frankie Montas blow-up. That's kind of scary. And then Tyone's not doing good. You trade away Montgomery.
Garrett Cole got blown up.
So it's a rough stretch. I don't imagine they'll continue to get blown up. These are good players. And their lineup is so good. So you got to imagine they're going to bounce back. But they got to do it soon because there's teams passing them.
Exactly. Number 3, Houston Astros. They've had the Yankees number the entire season so far. They are 70-40 right now. Now, they are also 5-5. So, I mean, you could make an argument. You know, Yankees, Astros, very, very close. But decided to put the Astros ahead of them because the Yankees are scuffling.
And you know what? You guys have been saying it for a while, too. Like, the Astros have had the Yankees number all season, and now that they're starting to, like, come back and, like, compete a little bit, and the Yankees falling, I like the placement for this Houston Astros team.
Number 2 is the New York Mets. They just got their 70th win. They were 8-2. I don't know if that changes things, but either way, incredible last 10 for them.
Yeah.
And Jacob deGrom is back.
Oh
he
my
looked
God.
phenomenal in his past outing. You know, like he did give up a 2-run homer, but
that was his one hit.
That was like the one thing that he gave up, right? So like he is absolutely dominant now. Him, Scherzer, I said it before. Those two guys alone, I just truly believe that they can will their team to victory. Yeah. I think I had the Mets in the wine-on-wine winning the World Series. I think I did say. I think it was Mets over over Astros. I think it was. I think that's what I said. You know, and honestly, if DeGrom comes back, keeps looking like this, unstoppable.
Absolutely. And the number 1 team, again, one of the hottest teams in baseball for a while right now. It's the LA Dodgers, who now have the best record in baseball. 74-33. They look absolutely unstoppable. They're first in a lot of categories. I really don't know what else to say about these guys. They didn't do much at the deadline.
But they didn't have to.
They didn't have to because they're so elite.
Yeah, everything is right with the world. The Dodgers are back on top. You know, they just annihilated the Padres, who we think are a great squad. So yeah, you guys are like, you have no holes. I cannot say anything bad against you. You know, you should win this World Series.
100%.
All right, guys. So those were our power rankings. I'm hoping that the Blue Jays can move up in the next week.
We think we can.
Who do we have?
All right. Well, here we go, guys. So the Toronto Blue Jays upcoming this week. We hold a 16-48 record, like we said. Very good. We have the Baltimore Orioles. We have them. We're facing off. We're going to Camden Yards. So we're going to, for the first time this year, by the way, in August, we're going to play them a lot in the next few weeks. But we got a series, 3-game series against them. Let's look at the matchups. Here we go, guys. So on Monday, we got Kikuchi, 4.86 ERA. But it's okay because we have a piece of crap up on the mound on the Orioles side of things. Jordan Lyles. He's got a 4.40 ERA. Whatever. And then on Tuesday, we've got the King, Alek Manoah, 2.45 ERA up against Bradish, who's got a 6.55 ERA.
Right,
I'm going to say right now, that's a W.
Should be.
Wednesday, we've got Jose Brios, 5.19 ERA. He got blown up. And again, we are on the road, so it could be a little bit shaky. Up against Kramer, he's got a 3.43 ERA.
I don't like this.
Tell me, I know. I don't like it either. Okay, give me your predictions, Nick.
I don't know, man.
I don't like it.
Let's go through the Cleveland series again. Can we do the Cleveland series and then I'll give
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cleveland Guardians, they're 55-52. They're kind of just scuffling. They're a 500 ball club.
Yeah.
Friday, you've got Whit making his second appearance in a Blue Jay uniform, 3.86 ERA. And this is a really tough series with some matchups. Got Quantrill, 3.88 ERA. So those are some pretty even matchups there.
Yeah.
Saturday, we got Guzman, 2.91 ERA, improves it under 3 for the first time this season. And then you got McKenzie, 3.16 ERA. He's having a phenomenal year. Sunday, you got Kikuchi again. This matchup's a joke.
Yeah.
4.86 ERA. Kikuchi up against Shane Bieber, 3.39 ERA.
Yeah, so I think that's honestly very, very even right up until the Bieber and Kikuchi thing. That's obviously a big advantage. Cleveland there.
Yeah.
And then honestly, Baltimore pitching wise, like you could argue that they have a bit of an advantage over us too. Like
they
very,
do
very close,
a little bit.
It's just like with Barrios, like I never know what I'm gonna get with Jose Barrios.
Especially on the road.
Especially on the road. Kikuchi going twice this week, like that fucking sucks.
I don't like it.
That's bad. I mean, I'll be honest, man. Like now looking at these pitching matchups, like being like we are gonna be on the road. Baltimore's a good team now. Cleveland Guardians, like they're a 500 ball club. Like these are not easy. These are not easy dubs.
Granted,
anymore.
we will be back home at the Rogers Center against the Guardians.
We are gonna be back home. I mean, that's something for sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with the Baltimore Orioles series. Honestly, guys, in my brain, that Kikuchi Lyles start on Monday could go either way. Barrios, Kramer on Wednesday. I feel like that's gonna be an L. Barrios is just.
I cannot trust you.
I can't trust him. And Manoah, he better. That's gotta be our 1W. So all for me, it depends on Monday. How well is Kikuchi gonna pitch? Are we gonna get bad Kikuchi, which we get probably every 3 or 4 starts?
Probably.
Or are we gonna get Kikuchi who wants to save his job?
I don't know.
Guys, if I'm being honest, and I hate that I'm being honest, I say we lose this series.
Think so.
I'm gonna say we lose. I hate it. I want to say we win.
Yeah.
But we know the numbers too well. We know these pitchers too well. And Orioles are a good team.
I can't possibly bet on Kikuchi and
how are we going to bet on Kikuchi and Barrios?
Really good Baltimore team right now.
How are we going to do that?
No.
I'm going to say we're going to lose 2. Yeah. And I hate that.
We lose 2. And then, honestly, in this next one, we just need to hope that, because Kikuchi's an L. I think
Kikuchi's an L against Bieber. That's allowed on Sunday.
We have to, hope that Guzman continues being hot. Even though, again, tough matchup there with Tristan McKenzie. He's very, very good at baseball,
he is
too.
good. Yeah.
We just need to hope that Guzman's W. And then we also need to hope that White. I could see us losing this fucking league.
I could see us going as
I'm
low
gonna
as...
predict 3-3.
I think we're going to predict... I'm going to predict the 2-1 victory against the Cleveland Guardians, because I have to. Because I can't be saying 2-4 if we want to be a playoff team against these fucking teams. No. So I'm going to say, I'm going to say 3-3.
Yeah.
Another 3-3 week. And if we can somehow win 2 in Baltimore, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Then if we lose against Guardians, I will suck.
Yeah.
But at least we did that.
Yeah. 2 to Baltimore would be really, really nice. I think offense is going to need to come clutch here just because, again, like our worst pitchers are going twice
They
here.
are really bad.
Barrios on the road. It's all matching up poorly right now.
It's not a good week right now in retrospect.
So yeah, we're gonna need to. We're predicting 3-3. Really hoping though that Baltimore does a little bit more or a little bit less.
A little bit less.
All right. Final part of the Blue Jays Today show is the spinning fortune baseball, colorful, future determining, stat analyzing, and it's a wheel that we spin every week.
Yeah, buddy, it's the wheel that we spin every week. Let's go. Y'all can see it over here, and y'all can see the updates to the scoreboard. I got 1. We had 3 categories I always pick. We had to drop the last one, which was starting pitcher earaches. I picked Stripling. He's injured. That's a null, so we can't do anything about that. And then we had the homers and runs category where I had picked Hernandez, you picked Vlad. They both tied in the homers, but Hernandez today with that one run puts me ahead. I would get one category.
Yeah, tight one there. Upsetting about the Stripling one. I really felt like I mean, again, like whenever you can get Manoah, like you just feel like you have the big advantage. So that is the way. Like I know that you didn't pick that one knowing he'd get hurt. So
no. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But this does mean that it is your week now.
That's right.
So let's spin this then.
Let's do it. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Guys who watch our lives, this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Oh.
Nope.
RBIs. Okay. I like ribbies. So if we look back at the week, am I going to let you go? RBIs are so volatile. Like, Vladdy with 5. Hernandez got 3. Gurriel got 3. Not many RBIs. Bichette got 4. I'll let you take it this week. I'll let you take it.
All right. I want Guerrero. He's hot as shit.
Yeah, that's honestly good. That's a good one.
He's hot as hell right now. Cannot go against it.
Here we go.
I'll take Vlad.
You know what I'm gonna do?
You're gonna take Tio.
I'm gonna take Tio.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like had you gone first, I imagine you would have taken Guerrero, and I probably would have taken Tio too. That is the way of it. You know, I would consider taking the Lord if he's not batting in the first spot.
But, that's what I'm saying.
But it's hard for him to get a ribbies when he's leading off.
No.
And I'm never gonna pick Bo. And I would also consider picking Kirk, but he's a little bit cold right now. Mm-hmm. So therefore, it's got to be Vlad.
Yeah, I'm picking Hernandez because he's in that RBI spot. He's in that 4 spot.
Yeah.
You know, if Lord, you know, and you got Merrifield, like, you know, batting 1-3, and then you got Vlad. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for Tio to drive in some runs here.
100%. All right, second category.
The spinning fortune baseball.
Okay, I am still spinning the wheel right now. Whatever it lands on, it's going to
analyzing and.
There we go.
It's a wheel that we spin every week.
It's K for 9.
All right, it's K for 9.
K for 9. K for 9.
So you do get to pick first on this one.
Okay, that's fun. And it's just starters, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Correct. It is just starters. Yeah, we did change it to just starters.
All right, well.
It is, I'll be honest, man. I never know about this category because you want to pick Barrios, but he's so bad. And then.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick him this week. I ain't picking him this week. Guzman isn't bad. Manoah, he gets less than like a K per 9 on his, or you know what I mean? So, or less than 9 Ks per 9. Gucci's blows. I might honestly have to go with fucking. Who's got Manoah matched up here? Manoah's matched up against the Orioles, but the thing is, they're actually good now. So I can't really be saying Guardians isn't bad for Guzman, honestly, and I think that's what I might do. If he's gonna have to go tit for tat, I'll go Guzman for Ks. He got 10 Ks, 8 innings one time, so I'll go for it.
All right, that's fair enough, man. That's fair enough. Oh shit.
I mean, there's not much options.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm not doing is picking Kikuchi, and he goes twice.
No.
And I just don't know enough about White right now to actively pick him. You know, I don't think that I can do that. So then you leave it between Barrios and Manoah.
Yeah.
You know, Barrios' ceiling is a lot higher, but his floor is a lot lower with this category. Manoah's a safe pick, but...
Again, he can have all of them can have outings where it's like, I just don't strike anyone out today.
I mean, I guess I'll choose Jose Barrios.
Because if he does have a good outing, you know, he can really rack up the
At the end of the day, his best K outing will be better than Guzman's best K outing.
Right, exactly.
I don't know if I'm gonna get that or not. However, the good thing is, even if Barrios only goes like 3 innings, gets pulled, he might still get like a bunch of Ks.
Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair. All right, last one.
Last category, everybody.
I will be picking first here, everybody. Let's see. Come on, give me the bonus player. No, we're passing it. We're passing it.
It's gonna
We're
be.
Gonna get. Oh, give me Jay Killer. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. I love Jay Killer.
Yeah, Jay Killer's literally my favorite one, man.
All right, here we
fun
go.
To, like, pick somebody who's not the Blue Jays for once, you know? Just,
right, that's what I'm saying.
Give it to me.
Oh no, it's gonna be Kimberly again. No,
you're kidding me.
All right. Roll again.
This one's just spinning it like the perfect.
Perfect time. Here we go. Oh, could get bonus. No, it's too fast. RBI.
Shut
Oh my
up,
God, we
shut
gotta keep
up.
going.
Okay, if it lands on one of them again, we're doing.
No,
JK.
no. We gotta believe in
You
the
wanna
wheel.
keep spinning in this shit?
Yes, I will. We gotta trust the wheel. The wheel has all the answers. Come on. Hey, there we go. Runs it is. All right. Well, I picked first, and I feel like I'm gonna touch on Vlad. Because I'm going to double dip here. I'm going to go Vlad because he's batting that nice juicy 2 spot.
You're not going to double dip. You're going to...
Or sorry, I'm going to like put my hand in your jar. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. There's no real confirmed leadoff guy for these Blue Jays anymore, eh? Like, it's not locked in.
You could go Merrifield, but John Schneider has said, like, he's going to bat him low.
Yeah, it's like, you never know what's going to happen there.
Hernandez had 5 runs. Vladdy had 4 runs. Gurriel had 3 runs. Merrifield 3 runs. Yeah, Bichette had 4 runs. All kind of similar. You could put your hand in my jar and get Hernandez.
I'm gonna choose here. I'm gonna choose.
I want to put my hands in your jar, says Paul Kim.
This is a tough one. You know what? Fuck it. If maybe I'll go Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Okay. I like it. Lord doesn't get too much love on this.
No, he doesn't. And I want to switch it up. There's no real, good choice here, but Lord could end up, being a leadoff guy for the week. So let's do Lord.
What the heck? What's going on? Are you from File? No. Thank you.
All right.
Lord.
There it is, guys. Vladdy, Burrios, Lord, Hernandez, Guzman, Vladdy.
Okay.
So, interesting wheel right there. Folks, you guys let us know who you like this week, who you would have picked, who do you think's going to win this one. I got to catch up a little bit. Can't let Adam pull away anymore.
I'm feeling pretty good. I like my wheel this week.
I don't think mine's not bad either, though. I think,
honestly, the thing is,
it literally goes
it's all random. It's all random.
Completely random, bro. Completely random. We really have no fucking idea what we're doing.
Why are you guys watching us? I have no idea.
Comment down below your thoughts on everything we talked about. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It means so much to the channel. 100 people watching this live stream.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. That means you know that the Blue Jays baseball hype is here. Playoffs are on the way. We're going to be posting so much more content. So hop on, subscribe, and join the community.
That's right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching.
And
go Jays, go! Oh, yeah,